There's a lot of people that don't realise how much behind the scenes work actually goes into creating packaging. Most times the customer will come into us with an idea. 9 times out of 10, the end product of what we end up producing is completely different and opposite to what they come in. And it's our job to extract all of the information out of that conversation that we're having with them or those emails to make sure that we're fulfilling their needs as far as the packaging goes on every aspect, whether that be a startup, they're wanting 50 boxes or they're wanting a 10,000 run. We need so much information at the start to make sure that we're actually on point with what the customer needs and what the customer wants. And as a sales role, it is our job to make sure that we're fulfilling and exceeding the customer's expectations of what they're wanting. Fundamentals of creating something is huge, to start at the very beginning, and the sales team have a lot of cross communication through all of our different departments, so that does begin right even from the quoting stage.
Our team is an open team and we communicate about everything, so we're constantly making sure during the quoting stage that we understand the client's brief. In the design phase, we constantly communicate with the customer to ensure that they get exactly the touch, the feel, the sizing, the artwork, that all gets to make sure that it's 100% correct. There is a constant communication with our customer from the point of understand their brief and turn what is a design concept into reality. We walk them through the process of how do we deliver a job and how we manage the quality process. That gives them the opportunity to review and sign off everything before we commence production. Making a sample for the customer is for 2 reasons. It is to make sure that the customer gets exactly what they're after. And if they need any changes at that particular point in time, we can assist by making those modifications. It acts as the reference point for when we do our packaging. It is the minimum standards that we set using that sample before we get into production.
First step out the production process is that we check it off against all of the specs that we have on our job sheets. Every single step has a quality process that's actually checked off against. Producing the right quality and speed, so obviously everything's based on that to keep our costs down for the client without sacrificing quality. Generally we don't talk to the client throughout the production process unless a problem arises. Obviously we'll then advise them as to what's going on and then how it can be fixed. But then as soon as the job's finished, we advise the client that it's going to go on to whichever courier, or they will occasionally pick it up. So arrange the date and time for that to happen. Seeing that finished product, making sure that it is exactly what the brief outlined right at the start, right back from sales. So if we can look at it and actually have a better product, in the finish, sometimes they're pretty cool to look at.